Most of us take supplements because we want to feel healthier, stronger, and more energized. We trust that popping a few vitamins or minerals will boost our immune system, sharpen our memory, help our bones, or even just help us get through the day a little better. But what a lot of people don't realize is that certain supplements, when taken together, can actually work against you and even cause serious health problems. Mixing the wrong supplements can throw your body completely out of balance. Some combinations cancel each other out, making them ineffective, while others can overload your system, leading to side effects like kidney stones, heart issues, liver damage, and more. Today, we're diving deep into 7 supplement combinations you need to avoid. These are common pairings, things many people take without even realizing the risks. We'll talk about why these combos are dangerous, what symptoms to look out for, and how to take supplements safely so you can actually support your health instead of accidentally sabotaging it. Let's get into it. At first glance, vitamin D and calcium seem like a match made in heaven. They're both heavily marketed for bone health, and for good reason. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium from the food you eat, and calcium is essential for strong bones and teeth. It sounds logical to take them together, right? But here's the thing. When you take too much vitamin D and too much calcium at the same time, you can end up with hypercalcemia, a condition where there's too much calcium in your blood. This can have some nasty side effects, including nausea, vomiting, constipation, confusion, abnormal heart rhythms, and even kidney stones or kidney failure in severe cases. And it's not just people taking megadoses who are at risk. Even moderate supplement use can be dangerous if you already get a lot of calcium from your diet, like from dairy products, and then stack high-dose supplements on top. One important study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association showed that excessive calcium supplementation is linked to an increased risk of heart disease. Researchers found that calcium from supplements, not food, was associated with artery calcification. In simple terms, instead of strengthening your bones, too much calcium could be hardening your arteries. For older adults who are often encouraged to take these supplements, this is a major red flag. Many don't realize they could be trading stronger bones for a higher risk of a heart attack. If your doctor recommends both supplements, make sure you're taking the right doses. Blood tests can help ensure you're staying in the safe zone. And always factor in how much calcium you're already getting from food before adding a supplement. Magnesium and zinc are both essential minerals that your body needs every single day. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, including muscle and nerve function, while zinc is vital for your immune system and wound healing. Both are crucial, but they don't always play nicely together. When taken together in high doses, magnesium and zinc can compete for absorption in your intestines. In fact, they actually use the same pathways for absorption, which means if one is present in much higher amounts, it can block the absorption of the other. This can create a sneaky imbalance. You might think you're covering all your bases by taking both, but in reality, you could end up deficient in one while overloading on the other. Over time, this can lead to symptoms like fatigue, poor immune function, muscle cramps, and even nerve issues. It gets even trickier because the symptoms of magnesium and zinc imbalances are often vague. Things like brain fog, irritability, or trouble sleeping. Most people don't immediately connect these problems to their supplement routine. The easiest way to avoid this issue is to take magnesium and zinc at different times of the day. For example, magnesium is often better taken at night because it helps with relaxation and sleep. Zinc, on the other hand, is often best taken with food earlier in the day to support immunity. Timing matters more than you think. Iron is essential for making hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout your body. Without enough iron, you can develop anemia, which makes you feel weak, tired, and short of breath. Green tea extract, on the other hand, is prized for its antioxidant properties and metabolism-boosting effects. It's a staple in many weight loss and detox supplement routines. But here's the catch. Green tea contains compounds called tannins and catechins. These compounds bind to iron in your digestive tract and block its absorption. So if you're taking an iron supplement with your green tea extract in the morning, you might be flushing most of that iron right down the drain. This combo is especially dangerous for people already at risk of iron deficiency, such as women with heavy periods, pregnant women, vegetarians, or people with digestive issues like Crohn's disease. The scary part? You could be faithfully taking your iron supplement every day and still see no improvement in your iron levels because green tea extract is interfering silently behind the scenes. Space them out. Ideally, take your iron supplement on an empty stomach or with vitamin C to boost absorption, and save your green tea extract for several hours later. If you're using green tea supplements for weight loss or general health, but also struggle with energy, it's worth asking your doctor to check your iron levels. Vitamin A and vitamin E are both fat-soluble vitamins, meaning they dissolve in fat and get stored in your liver and fatty tissues. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C, which your body excretes when you have too much, fat-soluble vitamins stick around and can build up to toxic levels if you're not careful. Taking high doses of vitamin A and vitamin E together increases your risk of toxicity exponentially. And the symptoms aren't subtle. Vitamin A toxicity can cause dizziness, headaches, nausea, blurred vision, liver damage, and bone thinning. Chronic overconsumption has even been linked to an increased risk of fractures in older adults. Vitamin E toxicity, while rarer, can cause serious bleeding problems because it thins your blood. There's even evidence that high-dose vitamin E supplementation can increase the risk of stroke. One huge problem is that many multivitamins, anti-aging supplements, and immune boosters already contain hefty amounts of both vitamins. If you're taking a multivitamin plus individual vitamin A or E supplements, you could be getting far more than you realize. Always check the labels. Less is often more when it comes to fat-soluble vitamins. And unless your doctor specifically tells you otherwise, it's usually best to get these vitamins from food sources like leafy greens, carrots, nuts, and seeds rather than piling on supplements. Yes, we mentioned it earlier, but it's worth doubling down on. The interaction between iron and green tea extract is one of the most common and most overlooked supplement mistakes people make. And it's not just supplements. Even drinking regular green tea with your breakfast can block iron absorption from iron-rich foods like spinach, beans, or fortified cereals. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that drinking tea with a meal reduced iron absorption by up to 62%. That's not a small number. Over time, this can add up to serious health consequences, especially if you're already borderline anemic. If you're fatigued, pale, short of breath, or experiencing unexplained weakness, low iron could be the culprit. And your healthy green tea habit could be making it worse. Again, keep them separate. Ideally, iron supplements should be taken with vitamin C, like a small glass of orange juice, to boost absorption, and not within 2 hours of drinking tea or taking green tea extract. Vitamin D and vitamin K2 are often paired together, and for good reason. Vitamin D helps you absorb calcium, and vitamin K2 helps shuttle that calcium into your bones and teeth instead of letting it settle in your arteries. Sounds perfect, right? It is, if the balance is right. The problem comes when people take high doses of vitamin D without enough K2. Without enough vitamin K2, all that extra calcium has nowhere to go, and it can deposit in places you don't want, like your blood vessels, kidneys, or heart valves. Over time, this can contribute to conditions like atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, which raises your risk of heart attack and stroke. Several studies have shown that populations with high vitamin K2 intake have lower rates of heart disease. Yet most vitamin D supplements don't automatically come with K2 included, and many people have never even heard of vitamin K2. If you're taking vitamin D, especially high-dose D3, look for a supplement that also contains vitamin K2, specifically -7 Malawian-Kwaches, the more bioavailable form. And as always, check with your healthcare provider about what dosing is right for you. St. John's wort is often touted as a natural way to boost mood and fight depression. It's available over the counter in many countries and is a popular go-to for people who want to avoid pharmaceutical medications. But just because it's natural doesn't mean it's harmless. St. John's wort can interact dangerously with many prescription medications, especially antidepressants like SSRIs, SNRIs, and MAO inhibitors. Combining the two can lead to serotonin syndrome, a potentially fatal condition caused by too much serotonin in the brain. Symptoms of serotonin syndrome can start quickly and include confusion, agitation, fever, sweating, muscle spasms, seizures, and even coma. Without prompt treatment, it can be deadly. What makes this combo especially risky is that many people assume herbal supplements are safe and don't tell their doctor they're taking them. This can lead to deadly interactions that could have easily been avoided. If you're taking any medication for mood, anxiety, or depression, do not add St. John's wort without first talking to your doctor. And be aware that St. John's wort can also interfere with birth control pills, blood thinners, and even some cancer medications. Supplements can be powerful tools for better health, but only when used wisely. Taking the wrong combination, even with the best intentions, can set off a domino effect of problems inside your body. From heart issues to nutrient deficiencies to dangerous drug interactions, the risks are real. The key is knowledge. Understanding how supplements interact with each other and with your body gives you the power to make safer choices. Always read labels carefully, space out conflicting supplements, and talk to your healthcare provider about your supplement routine, especially if you're combining several products. Your body is a finely tuned machine. Treat it with the care it deserves. Thanks for watching, and remember, when it comes to supplements, smarter is always better than more.